Okay, so my first visit to Stanford, I was asked by a nurse if I have been stressing a lot lately, and that somehow that does cause flare-ups. And I feel that she did have something to do with a little bit of what she said because the mind does tend to cause aggravate the issues of a flare-up. Also, a doctor at the ER hospital where I went to also said that food does not cause ulcerative colitis, that it is a genetic thing. So no matter what you eat, it doesn't really matter. But we all know, those of us who suffer with irritable bowel syndrome or ulcerative colitis, that when we have a flare up, we can't eat certain foods. So it does take a while for us to go into remission and be able to eat what you want. So this is how my mind thinks. This is just an example. If you look at my journal, I wrote in the corner where it says mind. This is what my mind thinks. This is a journal. One of entries that I have. This was just a sample one. It says extreme fear. Some trucker almost ran me off the highway into a light post, so I got really scared. I barely made it out alive. My mind went into panic mode, plus my stomach tightened. It tightened up really tight. I got goosebumps. I thought I was going to die. The next day, I'm having diarrhea and bleeding. So if I go back and I read that, or even if I forget to write it, I just try to remember what caused my diarrhea and bleeding. And usually it's an extreme fear like this. Or it could be something as simple as a simple fear that can turn into an extreme fear. As I mentioned, that other example about the high blood pressure, here it is. A simple fear turned into an extreme fear. Last night I checked my blood pressure and it was high. My mind started imagining having to take the medication for the rest of my life. My body symptoms were the following: goosebumps in my arms quickly, and they went away. Body inside got hot for a few seconds, and sweat on the upper lip lasted a little while. A few seconds. So my mind continued to think, I'm so stupid, I should have taken care of myself and followed a strict sodium restricted diet so I don't have to take the medication. So next day I go to the bathroom 12 times in less than 1 hour in the morning. My solution was I stopped and I journaled this, and I figured that I realized what thoughts started with fear and symptoms. And as soon as I did that, the symptoms went away. So this is just two quick examples on my journal entries. I've had fear of getting a new job, also a fear of doing something new. That also has caused me stomach issues and diarrhea-like symptoms, flare-ups with stomach pain, where I'm even breathing and I know that I'm having this issue because once I journal, I can't do any belly breathing. I can't have my stomach go all the way out, all the way back in when I breathe. And I'll show you guys in another video on belly breathing. But real quickly, I'm ready to jump. So this is my mind and how it thinks. I would like for you guys to give it a try. I know some of you guys don't believe that ulcerative colitis can be caused by the mind. I used to think that way too, until I started reading a book by Dr. John Sarno called Healing Back Pain. And I'll go ahead and write the name of the book on the next page. This is what my food journal looked like. I just wrote a little bit of information because, like I said before, everybody's body and even your mind is different. So this is just an example of the type of foods to eat section, what it looks like, things that I was able to eat. Yogurt, grapes, lettuce, white bread, water, bananas, apples, the red ones, not the green ones, probiotics of any kind. Higher in the billions, the better. Cooked carrots or uncooked. Liquid food, fish, and chicken breast. When you eat, make sure you drink lots of food. Lots of water, not lots of food. And you chew your food very, very slowly to where it falls apart in your mouth and it kind of liquefies inside your mouth, especially when you're eating lettuce, or breads, or any food that's very sturdy, very hard. Uh, Make sure you drink water, and if you can drink Gatorade or anything else, you write it down. These are the foods that I couldn't eat. I could not eat any whole wheat. It would make my stomach hurt so bad I would have to rush to the restroom as soon as I would eat it. Same thing with broccoli, beans, and all greasy foods. I couldn't even eat meat for a while throughout the years, off and on, from 2003 to 2011. Forget about coffee. I never even tried to touch it. No way on the alcohol. No canned food. I tried it once. It was a big mistake, especially with the beans. That was, I thought I was going to end up in the ER again. No canned food. No processed food. If it doesn't come out of the ground, don't eat it. Don't even touch it. No spicy food whatsoever during a flare-up. Your colon and your intestines are already flared up, so there's no reason to add any more aggravation to it. Combinations. I made a section for food combinations to eat. A sandwich with lettuce, ham, very little mayo. I was able to eat that at a certain time when I had a different flare-up. Soup, Campbell's soup with corn flour, the Maseca brand. And then I wrote soup, your soup. Try one out and write about it. So this is a section where you guys should be able to write what you want. You do not have to try any of the stuff that I have here. I encourage you guys to do your own. Very important. If you want to take your medications, do it. You will know when to taper off if that's what you choose to do. If you want to stay on your meds, that's up to you also as well. I personally went off my meds. This was before the Affordable Care Act. I did not want to come off my meds, but I didn't have a choice. And on my next video, I'll talk about the spirit. I think it's a mind, body, and a spirit approach. But if you guys do not want to look at that video, you're more than welcome to skip it and just watch this one, or hopefully it helps you out. Again, this is my journal. Make your own, modify as you need to. Take what you can use, leave the rest.